Ain't it foggy outside? All the planes have been grounded. Ain't the fire inside? Let's all go stand around it. Funny, I've been there, and you've been here. We ain't had no time to drink that beer.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sandman podcast. I am your host, Brian W. Tosh, joined as always by our resident hack checker, Oliver Fullington.
Yep.
Our producer and co-host, El Hilo del Hack, Tyler Fullington, and the man whose stories got stories. You know what? Actually, hold on a second here. Let me throw a little remix on this bitch, all right?
Wow, a remix?
All right, you lovely lot. Gather round. Gather round and have a laugh. I'm your host, Brian W. Tosh. I'm chuffed to bits to be joined, as always, by our resident cheeky checker, Oliver Fullington.
Hello, mate.
Our producer, a proper legend and co-host, lad of hack, Tyler Fullington. And the man whose story's got more layers than a Sunday roast. He's been bombed more than Winston Churchill. The Sandman! Hack!
He's been bombed with... And it's so great because he was a total, historically, a drunk dude. And he always got bombed because Hitler was bombing freaking England. That's funny shit, Thomas. That might be the funniest thing you ever said right there.
I've been sitting on that one for 2 weeks. Welcome back, boys.
And you almost choked it away. Or did you try and Did you try and do the whole thing and then or did you screw it up and then you had the Ricky?
No, I had it. I knew what I was going to do.
You had the Ricky in there too?
Absolutely. I had the remix in there, of course.
You sure?
I'm a great worker, Hack, all right? Welcome back to the States, boys.
Which the only reason why I said that was because there was a lot of huge gaps. You see the two huge gaps and two finishes fucking during the show.
We'll get to the chamber, but before we get to the chamber, let's talk about your boys' trip to Manchester, England for the love of wrestling, Hack. And your extended stay over the pond, because the snow here in the States caused you guys to have a little extended trip out there. You guys got to see London as well. So
Fuck yeah, dude.
What was the trip like?
Dude, it was great.
You loved it?
Yeah, I mean, it was great to see. I mean, we saw a bunch of shit. We saw Man U Stadium. I mean, hanging out with all the wrestlers, fucking kicking it at the hotel bar with Samoa Joe, Meanie, fucking just like shooting the shit. And like everybody there was great. Like, everybody who ran the event was fucking great. Like, they had
spot on.
Cars there for you, like from the hotel, leaving right there on time. Like,
it was a tight run shit, man. Like
it's like, if this is what time you're over taking photos, all right, somebody's over here ready to take you over there. You're going, you're doing your hour, coming right back. Like, they fucking ran it good,
it's
dude.
A proper...
And everybody treated us great.
Company, dude.
Well, it seemed like, I mean, just the names that were over there, I mean, there was a who's who of people. And
dude, you go to the green room for the first time. We walk up to the green room. You got fucking Swerve, Dustin Rhodes, Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle, fucking Darby Allin's hanging out somewhere.
Dustin was in that room when Swerve was?
Yeah.
All I cared about was saying hi to Swerve, because I don't remember ever meeting him. I put him over right away.
Yes.
And he was like half-ass sleeping. He was sleeping everywhere you would see him fucking all weekend.
That was a great
Unless
picture.
he was in front of people.
You and Swerve's great picture.
I had to get a picture of him.
Yeah, Nash is up there too. Like
JR, Jerry the King Lawler, I mean, Billy Gunn.
Collie taking up fucking 7 spots, because it's not big in the green room. Like the green room, whatever they call it. Collie, that big ass motherfucker.
Oh yeah, Lashley, RVD, it's just fucking, you name it, dude.
Wait, hold on. I gotta ask Ty, because Ty texted me something about Kurt Angle seeing you in catering, Hack. What did he yell over?
It says Yo Hack.
He said Yo Hack. Yeah, there ain't no
we were crossing in the phone. We were crossing it all. He's like, Yo Hack.
I love that he knows you as Hack too. That's a Kurt Angle friend of the show.
A lot of people it's weird how many people actually do know me as Hack.
Yeah.
Well, it was weird because you turned to me. You were like, I didn't think Kurt knew me as Hack. I was like, I have no idea. And like we're the funny thing, we're walking like past a couple people's tables going up to the green room, and the Kali's table's right in front of the door. Hack is walking by, and Kali's got like his picture set up on his table, and Hack goes, "You ain't never been this jacked in your life." Pointing at the one
It was
picture.
totally, what did I call it? Some picture or
AI or CGI or whatever, and Kali just goes, and acts like he has no fucking clue with it.
Shut the shit in this picture. And I'm like, nah, never you, dude, ever.
Yeah, dude, man, it was cool though. Like Manchester was cool. We were staying at a place like that was right on the golf course, so we had a little bit of view of the course. Like went downtown, hit a couple bars. Bars are cool.
And it was just far enough away from like the conventions and stuff that like it wasn't littered with like fans.
Right.
You know, it was like a little bit off site, so like, and it was on the golf course, like a compound, like a little bit away, like what would you say, like 15 minutes from the place,
Yeah, and it's different. Like when you go down to a bar there, first of all, it's a lot different than anywhere else, but there's some stuffy people in that place. Like they're hanging out in the bar.
Yeah, that are traveling for work, just want a quiet time, left alone.
And you got a bunch of workers like
English people are more stuffy than we are. You know what I mean? They're more proper. And not even stuffy. They're just more proper.
This was the first time
Like all their acts, just the way they talk to each other, they're not loud like Americans are. You know what I'm saying? It's different.
Yeah, this is the first time you were over there since what, 2008?
Well, I don't know. Somebody told me I was there, and then for like 3 different times.
There was a lot of people that came up to Hack, and this was probably, so we did the show Friday night or whatever, and the conventions were Saturday, Sunday or whatever. But so that he did his entrance during the show, and there was a lot of people that came up to him Saturday and Sunday and were like, "This is the first time I've ever seen your entrance live. I've never. Thank you for coming over. Like." I've never, got a chance to meet you before. It's been, I guess, 20 years or whatever since you've been
Dude,
over
at least
there.
like 15 people were like, this is literally like a bucket list thing, like for me or something like that. Like I never thought I would get to see your entrance live.
Well, let's speak about the
that's
entrance and the trouble you had getting over the guardrail, which we created.
I don't know if I would say trouble. It was more caution.
It was
Well, once they started going, whoa, that's when my arm went up to sell it a little bit. Like, whoa, that's what I was doing.
Well-
because they were starting to shit like that other guy who comes out and he points at the crowd or whatever like that. They were starting that. So I was actually going to hang out there a little bit longer, but I fucking couldn't stay on longer.
well, thank
I would have stayed
God.
there for 5 seconds and got the crowd going a little bit longer.
Thank God somebody took that picture
Oh,
when they
thank
did.
God. We got so... Dude, it's
Dude, we're literally showing Hack while he's laying in bed in the hotel room, and we're all just cracking up with these
Dude,
pictures.
some of that shit is the greatest I've ever seen.
Oh, trust me, if you guys sent a picture and we sent Hack and he was cracking up.
So we got to give out. I mean, we
Dude,
got.
like, bust out laughing, cracking these things. And, like, you would never even think of some of the things that people have me doing. It was
And then
great.
he would critique him, he'd be like, this picture needs something. Get gunk on that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, but throw a little something else in that picture.
What about the Winnebago one with Sabu? I mean, that one was fucking great.
Dude, the synchronized swimming might be my favorite one.
That's your favorite?
That was one of the early ones,
Yeah,
too.
that was
either that-
Dude, the tightrope one is really
Tightrope
good.
one is great. What about Liam? Liam was somebody on Twitter. He sent us a ton of them. Shouts out to Liam. He had the skateboarding one. You and the half pipe with the skateboarding.
He had the field sobriety test one.
Surprise.
one.
It's hilarious.
Blake had the Phillies catch. The Phillies catch.
That's
one.
good. Dude, putting the Phillies hat on.
yeah.
that
Oh,
was
yeah,
good,
No, didn't I have was that a headband?
No, it was a hat.
That was a
was a Phillies hat.
headband, though, with one of them.
And the Saquon reverse hurdle with the
reverse hurdle?
The karate one you had to have.
Yeah.
breaking the board.
Our boy Stash Pages had the rodeo one, which was great.
That was fucking, dude. That was some good work,
They
man.
were fantastic. So shouts out to everybody who put them on there. Anything from you acting, you're like, that was the best one?
I can't say that. I'd have to just because it's me, the sober, the fucking...
The sobriety
Yeah.
one? Okay. Go, you got a favorite?
I forget which one he did, but shout out to Promo Joe, who makes awesome content, awesome videos. He made one very early on, and it was very funny as well. I remember. But shout out to Promo Joe.
Dude, there was
for
so
doing that,
many. I
too.
can't. I forgot like 5 of the ones you guys even said.
Yeah, it was fucking hilarious. So that was great.
And that was, so that, like, you do the whole entrance, you and So we get to the building for the show, right? And it's me, Ollie, Hack, Rob, and Rob's like agent guy that's handling his stuff. We get to the building. We're there not even 5 minutes. We go to the top, and Hack's like, all right, who we're working with? Here comes, it's like team versus team. It's like 4 versus 4. Hack's a captain, RVD's a captain. They give the spot of like what's going on. Hack's like,
it's an elimination match, or whatever.
Like Survivor Series style.
Okay.
And these guys actually have the balls to start telling me with what he's going to say.
yeah, and they're just, they're giving Hack, whatever spot it is. Hack immediately is like, okay, how many people are left in the ring when this is happening? They're like, thinking in their head, okay, this. And Hack's like, I don't really like that shit. Boom, change that, whatever. And then you hear Rob going, well, why would he do that? He wouldn't do that. Like you're just
On another spot.
on another different like spot, but you're just
which was different than the one he was talking about.
So I don't even know how long they had been putting this match together, but in the 3 minutes that those two were there talking about it, Hack and RVD, like, we're just like, you just see the worker's mind, like
Pick it.
pick it. They end up going out there, blah blah blah, doing their thing, blah blah blah. It's so funny, and I remember listening to them go over their match, and I know like, Rob's got a spot coming up. Hack walks the entire fucking. Hack's on one side of the ring. Rob's on the other side, on the outside. Hack walks like halfway across to the other side.
From me at least, probably.
And I hear Hack go, Rob, your spot's coming up. Yeah, the whole place can hear it.
Dude, these guys were far away from me, dude. The whole building heard me.
You're called spots like seeing out there.
Yeah, and Rob's like looking at him like, I know, dude. Yeah, Rob's like, I'm not a complete retard. Yeah, like.
Oh God.
I know, but you always, that's just, dude, we'll talk about it, like a lot of this elimination chamber, like people were just walking people through matches here. Like the one's girl match, you know what I mean? You're always out there trying to communicate.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care. You get caught. Everyone knows we talk. You know what I mean? But it was so
yelled it
ridiculous.
across.
I know, like, Hack thought it was way more quiet than it was. Like, you could tell, and it was just like,
Rob,
your spot's coming up.
Speaking of Rob, did you guys get to smoke the Sabu weed with him?
I can't even tell you.
we tried, but Hack rolled a joint, and it didn't light right.
Spot!
No, the papers were fucked up. It was...
Rob wrote the papers, but they weren't great papers. He even said he had a problem with the glue on them.
Yeah, so the story with the Sabu pod is we touched down, and the guy who's like partly running the whole thing is, picking us up in the airport. He's got a car there with another person. He's picking us up, whatever.
What was his name? James was great. Dude,
awesome dude.
James is the best thing about working for Monopoly.
Yeah, James, do anything you needed, anytime, any place, whatever. So we land. Hack's like, yo, where can I get pot?
Dude, all right, well, hold on. Tell the story a little bit better. We get into the car.
I wasn't in the car with you, so Ollie was in the car with you.
Okay. How long was I in the car?
No, dude, it was probably like 30 seconds. I remember. And Hack sits down, and he's like, yeah, where can I get pot around here? And the dude's like, funny thing, he's like, Sabu. He's like, it was about the same amount of time you took to ask me where do I get pot at last year's fucking thing or whatever. So then the dude gets on the fucking phone, and he's like, yo, do you still have that weed that you got for Sabu last year or whatever? And the guy's like, yeah, whatever. He's like, all right, like, get it to me in like a couple days or whatever, no rush. So we ended up with the pot, and the last person to like have it or smoke it was Sabu the year before in England.
He didn't want to travel home with it. You know what I mean? So he didn't want to travel with it. So he's like, here, put this away for fucking whatever. You know what I mean? He didn't know he's coming back the next year. But it's a guy who goosebumps now.
That's so cool.
That guy immediately was like, I have to smoke this with Rob.
Yeah, that's like destiny. That's like, it's a shame he didn't actually get to smoke it, but
he appreciated the attempt. He knew the papers were the shits.
We're walking in the lobby, like rolling it, like whatever in the hotel. We're like trying to walk down the breezeway. These guys are all fucking trying to smoke this fucking lame ass joint in the middle of the hotel fucking breezeway. Like all this shit. Hilarious.
What about
Sabu? I'm sorry.
Rest in peace, Sabu. We love you, bud. What about Grado, man? How cool was Grado?
Dude, he's awesome.
So when we got done Hack's match, we went into the back, and there was like these like boxes up on the second level, like these little like where people could sit and watch. And we end up going to this one box, like Cassidy's in there with whoever, blah blah blah.
Orange Cassidy.
And he's literally, I think he does his gimmick 24/7. Like he literally
Kid don't move fast. Just
like-
already.
Oh, dude, Hack was walking by him when Cassidy was at his table the one day, and Hack just blew like his hit a pot in Cassidy's face, and Cassidy no-sold it.
yeah.
Dude, I blew a big hit. Fucking right.
Cassidy's sitting, and we're walking behind him trying to go to the green room, and I see Hack like after he took a hit, and he goes. And blew it right in Cassidy's face, and I'm like, the fuck? And he just no-sold it like a motherfucker. So anyway, we get up into the box, and out comes Grado. Grado's doing his entrance, Hack's like, this fucking guy's unbelievable. He's got the crowd fucking working this way, got the crowd working that way, blah, 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 that, thought it was fucking awesome. And it turns out that we ended up seeing him in, the green room or something the next day, and Grado's, talking to Hack, and we were talking to Hack about him, and we were like, obviously, Hack, this is the guy with the entrance that you loved last night. So Hack asked him about, how his entrance became and everything like that, and
Just like people ask me how my shit start.
right, so, he gets his little camera out because he wants to film it too, and I just so happened to just start filming myself, because I want to hear the fucking story.
Yeah, Grado was like, oh, the only person that could probably relate to me. All I am is my entrance.
Yeah, literally. And we put that video up on the social media and everything like that. So 5-10 minutes later, Grado goes over to meeting his girl or whatever, and he's like, I can't believe I got all that audio, and it's playing in slow motion, and it's not matched up. I can't fucking tell that story again to Hack. And she's like, oh fuck, no,
I'd
you
rather
can't.
throw myself in here that story again.
Well, just because you're not going to get natural reaction
Right.
or anything
Yeah,
like
you
that.
can't fake
And
it.
he was sitting there, and he was like, I'm fucking devastated. I'm fucking devastated. And he goes over and he tells Cassidy the same fucking story. He's like, I'm fucking devastated. And I'm not thinking anything of it. And I'm about to leave, go back to the table, and I was like, oh fuck, I videotaped that too. I wasn't even registering in me too, and then I told him, and he was like, no, get the fuck out of here. You got that? I was like, yeah, I'll send it to you. And he fucking gave me the biggest hug. He was like, oh, thank you fucking God. Thank you fucking God.
He's like, I could fucking come right now.
Yeah. He sent me a video. I don't even know if I still fucking have it. He texted me a day or so later and was fucking acting like he's jerking off. He's like, I got it.
He's the proper cunt dude, right?
Yeah, the proper cunt too. And this story didn't make the fucking air. But he was telling us a story how he was in TNA.
And he's new.
And he's new in TNA, and they were on a bus traveling, whatever. Kurt Angle's there.
And he's drunk.
And and Grado's drunk. And he's going up to Kurt, and he's like, oh, you're one of the top 3 most proper cunts in the fucking world.
Because in Scotland, where he's from, if you call someone a proper cunt, that's a good thing.
It's a term of endearment.
Yes. And Kurt's like, what'd you just say to me?
So all the boys had to fucking smarten Kurt up a little bit and be like, yo,
And he's like, no, you're a fucking cunt.
The guy could tell a good story too.
He really, I think he's the Scottish you. He's got heat with Kurt Angle. He's all in that trying to create entrance. Yeah, yes, I think he might be the Scottish guy.
I didn't even think it was.
Dude, and that was all just in Manchester, and then we take the train down to London and fucking...
That whole convention was run fucking so smoothly, and it was so crazy that we had just did the Hack vs. Kevin Nash match, and Kevin starts walking the room, walks right over to Hack. Hey brother, how you doing?
You see what I say to him?
And fucking, they start talking, and I was telling them about fucking that we just did their match or whatever, and how Hack fucking totally did the slingshot and fucking Facebook. On the fucking...
He remembered the Nash. Of course he fucking remembered.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's so
And Hack's like, yeah, I was telling him when you got the book and all this stuff. He goes, I never had the book. Hack goes, shut the fuck up.
I said, dude, JJ Dillon called me about 8 minutes after you got the book and said, you have the book, fucking me to be in Minnesota fucking Monday night.
And Nash was no sound. He was like, yeah.
He was. He's such a classic fucking old school fucking guy. It's like, no, you know what a guy, no matter what you ask him, it'll take him like 3 seconds to get something out of his mouth. He's one of the whole think.
Yeah.
Fucking like 3 seconds before he says anything, dude.
He
And
seems like the man.
shut the fuck up, you fucking. Don't work me.
What about Samoa Joe? I know you guys were hanging out with Joe.
Dude,
for
that
part
might have
two.
been like one of like the best parts. Like
I'm
about
so
at
jealous.
least being in Manchester is like, dude, it's literally just Meanie, Ty, me, Hack, like Meanie's girls, Samoa Joe, like we're just
And Bill
fucking
Apter.
sitting there. Yeah,
Bill Apter.
And
Bill's
Bill
the great-
Apter.
Bill's
And then
the
like
greatest
you got
thing
like the TNA folks over there, like Maria's over there, Kazarian's over there, like on the other side, like everybody's just hanging out, fucking drinking. We're all like, yeah, we're getting fucking flights canceled.
Yeah, this
Just
was Sunday night. We all just figured out our flights were fucking canceled, and we're in the bar lounge area, just sitting in a circle, fucking having beers, chopping the shit up, like, you know, fucking Hack's getting schooled on the new streaming shit by Joe. Fucking
Yeah, I learned a lot from him.
He schooled you,
I
huh?
gotta get my shit together.
and you know, they're fucking. We're talking like.
Everything's a click. Everything's
But
a
not
click
even
now.
just talking wrestling, like just anything.
Yeah.
Bullshit and like, and he's talking with us like we're shooting a shit with Joe. Like he's fucking known us for fucking 20 years.
Oh,
and
he
stuff,
told him
like-
the story about the first time me and him were in Japan together. I wasn't even in his company.
Was he in 01?
Yes.
Okay.
And I was doing a show for Ibaragi fucking in the same building, like we were at 1 o'clock. They were like a 5 o'clock start.
Okay.
And I stayed because I wanted to see that show. So I hung out with them the rest of my tour. Fucking, I stayed in Japan and hung out with those guys for extra days.
Wow.
Yeah, until finally I had to catch my flight and fucking. I barely know Joe, but because I was hanging out with two of his other boys, Sean and fucking and the boxer dude.
And he ended up staying an extra couple days in Japan that he wasn't normally like supposed to. He was supposed to come back on this date or whatever. And yeah, I don't know. Do you remember the rest of that?
Yeah, no, go ahead.
So my mom's like fucking obviously looking for him. He's supposed to be back 3 days to go to fucking Japan.
I stayed with 01.
Hack's all fucking, I guess he's all like, you know, drunk about to get on a fucking plane. Joe said, he hands me about 50 fucking calling cards and says, call my fucking wife, I gotta go.
Tell her I'll be home soon or whatever.
Doesn't even know Joe. Joe turns, he looks at Joe's like, I turn, I look at somebody, he goes, who the fuck is his wife?
A typical hack. Because, dude, I didn't swear. Because I had to think about how old did he say he was now?
Oh, I don't know. He was young though.
He's in
Because
his
I tried to figure it out. I think he was like 19 or something.
He's in his mid
at
40s,
that
I'd say,
time.
right
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
So he was young as fuck then.
Yeah, he used to have blonde hair. He had a streak of blonde hair back then, and yeah, man, that's fucking.
Yeah, he just called my wife. and
Yeah, like
had him
50
call
calling
me.
cards. He goes, he hands me 50 calling cards and says, call my wife, I gotta go.
I wasn't even on it was like I was doing it to the pit bulls or Joey or Johnny, fucking the public enemy, you know.
Yeah, dude. And then we figure out flights canceled, so we're like, well, what the fuck do we do? And then Hack's like, well, we ain't gonna take the Manchester to London flight on Thursday.
Yeah, we had a connector, yeah.
Let's just go spend the next couple of days that we have down in London. So we took the train from Manchester to London, and then got down there and fucking hit the London Eye, the river cruise. Saw it
The
all,
London
man.
Eyes, the fucking
The biggest
Ferris
Ferris
wheel.
wheel
I've been on there
fucking
before,
on the
yeah.
planet. Like,
well, yeah, I'm telling you,
Dude, that
everybody else
river
is-
is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Like,
the
it just being,
Thames River,
just being like right on there and everything, all the fucking bridges they got, everything. It's cool.
and the best fucking churro you'll ever have in your life is at the London
Dude,
Eye.
and the cathedral there fucking is like the coolest, maybe the coolest.
Yeah, it was the House of Parliament
It's
with
yeah,
the
there's-
Elizabeth Tower right on.
I mean,
Ben,
that
yeah.
dude, there's some impressive things. Like, dude, that building to me is right up there with seeing like the Jesus Christ statue in Brazil that's on the side of the fucking mountain that looks
Yeah.
down over the fuck. You know, it's like shit like that. You know, even like what's the name? What were the ones that burnt that got hit by the Twin Towers? Like that building is a fool. Like back in the day, it was a badass thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's badass old shit there that's fucking 1,000 years old and looks brand fucking
the
new.
architecture and shit. We drove by Buckingham Palace, like just the old school architecture of everything. Like was
There's history every turn in that city.
literally
everywhere.
yeah, literally
And like,
everywhere we
it's,
went.
I'm like walking around like in the city, like the foot traffic and everything. It's definitely like as busy as Philly.
Oh, London's like almost as busy as New York.
Have you guys posted any of the tattoo, or not the tattoo place, the underground?
I haven't yet. I'm gonna let
We'll talk about that on another episode, but or you want to talk about it now?
What, the Passion Gap place?
Yeah, well, Passion Gap, but it's the place is called Leech Street Arches or whatever. But there's like 3 bars, and Passion Gap is one of them that walks right out into like a 200-yard tunnel just full of graffiti.
I know, it's so cool. The pictures you had up on your Instagram were so cool, man.
Yeah, it's kind of like what's that underground like Amish place that used to be in the city, like at 8th and frickin' where Chinatown is.
I'm not familiar.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
No, you guys, the underground, the Amish started it in Center City. It started down like
The Red Terminal Market?
That's not underground, though. Okay, you said underground. That's what threw me.
Yeah, but it is underground, but it's like not underground. You know what I'm saying? But
I get what you're
it is
saying.
cool as shit. I could have hung out there for a while.
We're walking to
everywhere.
this. Yeah, we're walking to the Passion Gap place, and it's like kind of sketchy. Like you're walking into this like dark tunnel, and I'm like, we might get mugged here. I have no idea what's gonna go on here, guys. And then we show up, and it's like this whole fucking graffiti thing, and Hack's just like, dude, this is fucking
Yeah,
so
it's like
great.
artists.
Fucking came over here.
Well, like I'll put up some videos of it, but like there was artists down there while we were walking through, like spray painting shit.
Well, like a Wednesday night, there's 3 different artists down there. The one guy's making this, like, let's say 12 foot by like 8 foot mural over here. You turn around, there's other guys fucking getting high, just getting done some of their shit on the other side. So the one guy that was making the biggest mural, I fucking had to ask him. I said, dude, I went up to him and just like kind of quiet, like I didn't pull Var Van Dam, like it's your spot thing. And I was like, dude, do you get mad if somebody like will paint over this shit in like the next like couple hours or something? He goes, no, down here, no.
Oh, man. So
Yeah,
it's
that's just like a cultural
free.
thing. It's like you come, you do it, you see it, you appreciate it, and the next day
Yeah, like you express yourself, you make your art. Because I was asking, because me and Hack were walking, I'm like, is there like unwritten like graffiti rules that like you don't do you wait a certain amount of time till you write over something? And then Hack asked the dude the question. He was like, nah, I wouldn't be pit. Like,
he didn't even have like from what I saw. He didn't even have like a name on it. You know what I'm saying? Like
a
he didn't
tag.
even bother even putting it on there.
Yeah.
A lot of the other ones had them, and and a lot of them were in black, fucking in there, and they're about the size of like a dinner plate. A lot of like whatever they were signing.
That's so cool, man.
The place was cool as shit, dude. The artists that could have been in that place, I couldn't imagine even not even just the people that were the painters. I'm sure like fucking everybody has been in there. Like super famous people.
Oh yeah, we go in there. We go in like the far end, and there's a kid like playing a guitar, like shooting a music video, like in the tunnel and shit like that. It was cool.
This is awesome stuff. You guys impromptu British trip. Yeah, I get to see London and everything.
hey, and I got a cheesesteak at the Passion Gav place.
Was it legit?
It was passable. It was passable.
Okay.
It would
All
be
the food was.
It would be as in if you kind of got like a Delco pizza place cheesesteak.
Okay, on that level.
Yeah, the bread it's just so hard to replicate.
It's never. You don't have the water.
Yeah,
that
you
we have
can't.
here.
You can't rep. But the meat itself, the whiz, it wasn't like some fucking Joe Blow cheese shitty whiz. Like it was actually respectable. So. Shout out to them, and they had, dude. There was like a Cabrini T-shirt in there. There was like there was like Kutztown flag. Like there was dollar bills all over with people like from where they came from and shit.
Oh yeah, I forgot about all the
all
dollar
these murals,
bills.
and like me and Oliver have a bunch of pictures that we're gonna end up like putting like a collage together of our entire trip and stuff like that. But that was super cool. London was,
and it was and that place it was early for dinner, right? It was like 4 or 5,
Yeah,
right
probably,
around
give or
there.
take.
So there was just people coming in and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But it wasn't like something you'd see on like. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't expect it to be as busy as it was at the time that it was.
Yeah.
Oh, and there was batting cages in there. Like that was like so fucking like random, but
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about the batting cage.
but that the London Eye, all that stuff, like that was super cool. Such a cool trip. The driving on the opposite side of the road kept fucking with me so bad. I thought we were gonna get in so many accidents. Like I'm watching, I'm like, oh, but everybody, dudes, super nice people. Anywhere you went,
Yeah.
Just great culture. It seemed like over there. Great overall trip. And getting snowed in and end up going to London actually turned out making the trip like.
Yeah, a little impromptu boys extended vacation. That's really cool, man.
It's lovely.
And dude, shouts out to all the fans out there that were tagging the podcast in your Instagram that you got pictures with. I know Darren from the Grimsby, he was rocking the Sandman Pod T-shirt.
Yeah.
That dude
That was
listens
awesome
every
to
week.
see.
He's a big listener. Shouts out to Darren. Shouts out to everybody that you guys interacted with and everything.
Yeah, seriously, super nice fans the whole entire time. We had plenty of conversations, with some great people out there. Thank you for listening and being fans and everything like that. So
Yeah. Awesome stuff, man. Really cool.
Who was the farthest? Remember those people that came from like 3,000 miles? And I'm like, how the frick did you even do that? Do you guys remember that people?
I'm having a hard time remembering that one. That might have been when me and Ollie weren't there yet. We were a little hungover from the one Friday night out in London.
Well, if you met the Sandman and the boys and the lads, send us in pictures if you haven't already.
Yeah, the kids from the university. We got a picture with those
that was
kids.
great too, with the uni kids out there in the pub. Next thing you know, you're in the pub with the Sandman. And fucking, it's just the life you have lived. I swear to God.
In the northern, what was that? The northern quarter? The north quarter
Manchester.
in Manchester.
Oh, with the sales boys.
Yeah.
The sales boys.
This week on the show, we watched WWE Elimination Chamber 2026. This was from the United Center in Chicago, Illinois. They had a pretty big house. They had 18,000 plus in there. So, I mean,
Didn't seem like it.
the crowd was not strong in this show at all. I thought they were dead for pretty much the majority of this show. And
Well, I don't know. We'll get to it.
no, I mean, look, the show started off with the WWE Women's Title #1 Contender Elimination Chamber match. And this was Rhea Ripley taking on Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Kiana James, Raquel Rodriguez, and Tiffany Stratton. This was a lot like the men's, where I don't know, it just kind of was long. I mean, how long did this one go, Ollie?
Well, it was only 4 matches, so.
23.
23. It just, I don't know. I mean,
Was that Bell, or was that once all of them are
Yeah,
in there,
that's-
23?
that's
would
that's
assume
when the
so.
match
Yeah,
starts.
so that's a 30 plus.
No, that's when, with entrances, it's probably 35, 40 almost.
Well, yeah. Each chamber match entrances were about 20 minutes long apiece.
Jeez, I mean, I like the work in this at times wasn't that bad, but it just didn't really do much for me overall as a match. And there was points where, like, Rhea and Alexa were like, I don't know what was going on with the Sister Abigail, that whole spot where they were
They just fumbled that exchange.
that was one where I was just like, the
That
time.
exchange was way overdone. Was that the one they were doing like 8 million things?
Yes, and then they went back to it. They went outside. They went back again. It was like kind of just, I don't know. It was all convoluted. What do you got in your notes there, Hack? You're looking over your notepad.
I don't know. I love Asuka. Fucking.
Asuka was bumping her ass off in this, and like she was the star of the match, and it's crazy.
I thought Tiffany did a shit ton of work too.
Okay, I'm gonna bring that. That's
She
what
did.
I'm bringing up next. Tiffy. It's kind of like I saw her in what I would have done in this match. Where they're gonna expect me to lay down for a while. Let me take a big move every couple minutes.
Right.
And that's what she did. She took 3 nice big moves that kept her busy doing nothing for 10 minutes.
to at least justify the lay.
Yeah.
Whereas Randy in the main event was laying after a minute of being there. But yeah, no, I know what you're saying there. Look, there was some decent stuff, I guess.
Mommy got the pop that she got. She got a bigger pop than every girl combined.
Mommy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
she's-
pop was huge.
she's a superstar.
I don't know. I guess that's why I like her, but
I think she's over to another level where she's like the biggest thing in the women's division by
Yeah.
far. Over.
Easily.
And I mean, but we'll get to the finish and everything.
But
in
I
the
think
booking,
like it's Rhea, and then like there's a pretty big gap.
like Io, Becky, I don't know, Bailey,
Becky's probably second.
Bianca.
Her and Bianca.
I mean,
I would say Becky and Rhea are probably like the same level, but everyone else is like under those two.
right. I mean, you know, you had some stuff with Kiana. You could tell they want to like push her.
Who, the big chick?
No, that's Raquel.
Kiana was the one in the blue.
The one in the blue.
Okay, yeah, let's talk
That
about the
started
other
out.
one with the two
Raquel?
double pins.
Raquel.
Yeah.
With the
when
stacked pins.
Well, they tried their best to make her look good, but I don't know. It was something about her outfit or something. Well, besides both her tits falling out in that one move
She
that they
did
went
pull
through,
back,
the freaking,
yeah.
that they went over the ropes. But I don't know. To me, I think her outfit did nothing for her. It's like they were trying to hide her fat or something. You know, and they're trying to make her do like big girl moves, but they don't look so big, and they should look bigger.
Yeah, I know that.
Give me a perfect example. Frickin', what's her name? Who's the red hair in the match? And the girl was in the singles match later.
Becky.
Yeah, Becky is so small, but she makes shit look big. Her arms are always huge over her head. Her legs are flying everywhere. That girl looked. She used to do matches, but she didn't look big doing them. And they were trying to get that over like a lot of the match.
They were. She had the double pin where she chokeslammed Asuka. I don't know. The crowd came alive there at that point. Tiffany came back out of the hiding.
Dude,
and
Tiffany bumped her fucking ass off in this match.
She did. Asuka and her
Especially after coming off an injury, I'm surprised they had her take that many bumps like that.
She's in great shape too. Now.
But like if you're hurt and you're gonna take a bump, the bump that you're gonna take is one that's not gonna hurt you where you are. You know, you stick a great bump into the plexiglass.
Yeah, I know.
And,
It's just like,
and
fuck.
willed it like right there. Fucking, that was the good shit.
It's just in that match, like, doing it with the chamber, anything can fucking happen. Like, if you're going to go out there and take bump after bump and it's just a regular match, that's one thing. But in the chamber, I'm kind of surprised she pumped like she
And
did.
that Raquel with the power slam through the pod.
That was right before the double pin.
Yeah, it
that
looked
was
like
great
she was
spot.
worried that she couldn't break it.
Right.
I mean,
but she took care of her though too. If you
Yeah,
saw it,
well,
like,
the girl,
she took care of her.
you couldn't help her feet or whatever. Were
It's gotta
hitting
hit the cage.
chain on the
Yeah,
other
it's
side. You know what I mean? But 95% of her missed it. Yeah, but it just looked like she thought that. Well, just think of how
I gotta
bad
make
it looks
sure I
if she
get
does
fucking
it.
through this.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I would have might have wanted to test it before I did that
Yeah.
spot.
Rhea did a really nice cannonball off the pod to take out Raquel, which was, you did like she was high up there. And then Tiffy hit her with a moonsault for the pin. The crowd wasn't really about that, which is kind of interesting because Raquel's like, I don't know, they were behind Raquel, it seemed like. Then it was just Tiffany and Rhea. Rhea went for the Razor's Edge, but that got reversed for Alabama Slam. Tiffany missed a senton, and then Rhea slammed her. Then there was Rhea just shoved her into the pod, and then she hit the Riptide for the win. It was a decent end, but I don't know. Something with this match just kind of felt off. Like it wasn't bad or anything, but it just kind of was just there. I wasn't blown away by it, and now you build up to Rhea and Jade at Mania, which we'll get to. But for an overall match, I don't know.
Hold on, let me give you a couple notes
Okay,
here.
you got some more, bud?
Whatever the Bliss's dive was on everybody, I didn't love that.
It was so contrived. I hate those spots where you got two punching, and then they just wait.
for like an hour.
Look
totally
up.
bailed out of it.
She did. She bailed up to the
And then
side.
Asuka, to me, missed the miss totally.
She did.
I mean, there was like nothing on the
There
girl's
was
face.
nothing on Alexa's face.
I liked the double pin just because it was different.
Yeah.
You know, the twirl slam was horrible. That was one of the bad moves, the girl that I was talking about.
Raquel.
And then at this point, I'm like, when it's Mommy or Tiff, I'm thinking Tiff's going over right now. Did you guys think Tiff
No.
had any chance?
I didn't know. I honestly
Honestly,
didn't
I
know.
thought it was 50-50.
No,
yeah.
I thought Rhea all the way.
All right.
Because you've done Tiff and Jade a little.
But Tiff has a revenge factor on Jade. Is the only kind of reason why I thought that was possible.
But I'm thinking Mania stars, big star.
Sure.
Rhea Jade was the match to me, I think.
But
In my
Rhea
head.
can be a star with
Well, and
anybody
Rhea's
in any
had
match.
at the last WrestleManias, I don't know how many title matches in a row.
7 straight.
Yeah, something like that. So
And then after I'm thinking about it, like at the end, and I'm like, could they have been thinking that they want to make sure that this girl fucking looks as good as she possibly can, having mommy in there with her.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, mommy's in fucking control. We don't got to worry about what's going on in there.
Well,
At all.
Rhea knows how to work like big because she's bigger than a lot of the girls.
Yeah.
But Jade's gonna dwarf her in the ring. But Rhea can't. She knows how to work small.
She can hold her hand.
Rhea can bump her ass
She
off.
can hold her hand through that match better than Tiffany can.
That's how I feel. That's why that could have played out that. Because I don't know. I just I'm like, all right, are they going to give that girl the push now? Does she get it right now?
Well, she's already got
Yeah.
the push. I mean,
Yeah,
she's
she already
like-
got it. She
was the champ for a while.
Yeah, I know, but that was fleeting. But that's another step.
Yeah, like-
champion. That's the next. I mean,
Like, this is our established star in the division.
This good-looking blonde's going to be our girl.
Yeah.
Mommy's already over, but I really think they wanted mommy to walk. What's her name?
Jade.
Through that match.
Overall, for a match, again, I didn't hate this. I didn't love it. I'm going to go smack dab in the middle, 2.5 stars for it. Ollie?
Yeah, like 2.5, 2 3/4.
Yeah.
Right there, finish was decent.
Yeah, finish was decent. Hack?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was actually way better than it was going to be. I give it like a
I thought it
4.
was better than the men's. It was better than the men's
I
chamber.
hadn't seen the men's yet.
Okay, but I'm
You know
saying
what I'm saying?
overall now,
Yeah, I
hindsight.
thought it was way better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it
I
was
thought I was
solid.
going to give it. I would give it a 2, like from the outset.
So what do you give it?
But no, I don't know. A couple girls did really good there.
So do we have a rating?
I
or
said
just-
4.
Oh, okay, 4. I didn't hear that. I'm sorry. Ty.
Yeah, I'm right there with Hack. I was pretty entertained throughout the entire thing. Now, did they have a couple, hiccups here and there and everything like that? But as far as like a women's chamber match goes, there was no downtime in that match whatsoever. Like,
No, they did a good job of
There was
that.
things that
No,
like
it was tight.
there was shit constantly happening. Nobody was laying, like, even if somebody was laying, like, they had a lot of good combination spots that they fucking ran.
That's a great point.
Like, the timing was, like, pretty good. Like, I never thought, watching that match, I was never, like, waiting for a second because there was always something happening. Like, I thought they did a really good job of that. I don't know how much more you can really get out of that type of match, from them. So, like,
That's a great point, Ty. Like, especially when they were on the outside fucking of the ring. And a lot of times you just got 2 girls doing their own shit. But they had like 4 girls out there doing shit. This girl, boom, she bumps here, the other girl turns around, another girl's right there doing something to her. She turns around, somebody else is doing something to her. That was good. Yeah, that was a great point,
yeah,
Ty.
they intertwined everything. It wasn't like you said, just one girl and another, one woman and another woman over there fighting over here. But like they intertwined everything, and it like kept moving. There was no dull moments. I'm in between, like 4.5 was for me because I just don't.
You really liked it.
I don't know how much better you can get from that
For that kind of match, yeah.
Like I thought they did a great job. Honestly,
I forgot to mention this too, but I fucking hated the Alexa Bliss pointing at the WrestleMania sign to go into the mist spot. That was so stupid.
well, I mean, I guess
Everybody points to that side.
I know, but it was so contrived, and just you can get into the mist for the finish for that so many other ways, but yeah. All right. Next up here on the show was the Women's Intercontinental title match between Back Row Becky Lynch and AJ Lee, and this is AJ's first singles match in how many years?
God knows.
I mean, you want to talk about holding somebody's hand through a match? That's what Becky was doing here.
I'm glad you guys saw it.
Oh, are you kidding? This
I
was
could see her call the whole goddamn match.
the entire match. I mean, and Ollie, how long did they go with this one? Was this 15-ish?
Yeah, 15, 30.
Okay.
Dude, and they fooled you too at about 9 minutes through. You thought they were going home. They spilled outside, came back in and did another 5.
Was that right before the fake tap, or right? Or
that was like the ref knockdown, probably.
Well, so. Do you think they're building up to the ref? I know you said the ref that's trained with. She was the one that trained down with you.
Jessica Carr, yeah.
Are they building up to a series of match with her and Becky? Because every one of her matches keeps involving this ref, the same ref, with a finish where it's like tries to cheat but can't, but then the ref thwarts it. And,
Yeah, what's the end game?
What's the end game here? I mean, are you going to do Becky and AJ again at Mania? It's kind of what it looks like.
And
Because you gave AJ the big win here in her hometown.
I don't understand this booking decision. The match
It's a feel good.
Yeah, I get you. But what are you gonna do? Take it right off of her, which I guess is fine.
It's the women's IC. Does it really matter if you hot potato it a little bit? You know.
No, but you're getting into WrestleMania season, and there's a lot of other fucking women that should probably have that belt besides her. So like, yeah, I don't know. I just don't. I don't understand. Like, where does Becky go? Like you said, they keep involving the ref. Like, what happens now? I don't know. The match was okay. I mean,
The match was. Yeah.
It was just blah. But
I agree. But for
It was just real mechanical.
But for your point about where they go and why she's in here, AJ Lee is in this match for the same reasons the Bella Twins are back. Is the same reasons that all these older stars is
The Bella
because
Twins don't have a fucking husband that's the champion right now.
no,
That's a difference.
no, but they also have a name.
Do you
that,
think if he wasn't the champ, if he was still in AEW, that she would have been in that match?
no, because the
Okay.
relationship. No, because the relationship would not be there to mend that bridge to get her back into the company. But if you
Why?
say
She didn't leave on a bad note. Oh, you mean his men, not hers.
Yeah.
well, it would affect it. I mean, when he had his heat with them, Hack, they served him his termination papers on the day of their wedding on purpose.
That was right.
To
I didn't
stick
even
it
See,
to
I
them.
wasn't paying attention to
Yeah.
wrestling then.
Well, I
So
didn't
are you
even know that.
fucking kidding me? Vince did that?
Yes. Vince did that.
So somebody served them while they were walking down the aisle. Somebody
No, not-
kayfabed and sat in the freaking
No,
in the
you've
pew.
been served.
Could you imagine that, dude? If Vince is gonna do it, that's the way.
No,
you
if it
do
was the minister, like, just play that. After they did the kiss, he was like, just slid the papers in between them.
I mean, I'm just saying though, like that's the level of animosity that was there before.
Why?
Because Punk had the falling out that he did with them.
I know, but what was the falling out? Didn't he have Paul with him then?
No, Paul was with him, but Punk was just fed up with the schedule, and he was injured, and he had.
And he was one of their longest reigning champions, and they refused to put him as the main event in WrestleMania. Like, even him as the champ, they would do, like, Triple H and somebody else over him
Like
as
he
the
was
champ.
like he was the champ, and like The Rock came back, and they put The Rock and Cena in the main event WrestleMania. And Punk's like, so The Rock just comes back whenever the fuck he wants, and he gets the main event.
Well,
and
Randy just did.
Well, we'll get to that.
Yeah, but that's just getting over.
No,
That's your champ.
I don't blame him for being hot.
and he also was dealing with a lot of injuries that they had misdiagnosed.
Okay, so
and
this
things
is
like
when
that.
he went to do the shoot fight?
A couple years later, he went to UFC after that. Yeah.
What did he do between getting married, being served papers, and shoot fighting? Anything?
No.
Or he was just nowhere?
Couple movies.
Like,
and
what
things
years
like that.
do you think that was? Just give me a frame. Was it 2012 to 16?
Yeah.
That's
Or-
what I would have said, yeah.
yeah,
Because they said it had been 13 years since he'd been there, so I figured something
Yes.
or
Yeah.
whatever.
And he was, and AEW,
Alright.
he worked in that. That was another thing when they said this on the show. It had been 13 years there. He worked in that building for AEW, so that wasn't actually true. Like,
Well, they said at WWE.
well, okay, I know they
Oh,
don't
yeah,
count
but
that.
I'll tell you what, you could see it in his entrance that it meant something to him.
We'll get to
Yeah.
that. We'll get to. I know it meant something. We'll get to. But let's with AJ and Becky. The match was just a match. I mean, there was not really much of this, and I
Oh, did that?
No,
what
it was
who
fucking
fucked up
boring
the
as
finish?
hell.
Who fucked up the finish? Anybody catch that?
I mean,
the best thing about it was Becky's outfit.
Becky's outfit.
Yeah,
Come
her
on,
fucking
you guys
outfit was
don't know the
awesome.
fuck up of the finish.
I mean, she had the submission on her and to hit the.
Well, it was always before this. So to me, a finish could be your last 20 things.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
Becky's
yeah.
charging when she's charging.
Yeah.
That was so fucking. Oh my
And Becky
god.
just
corner
turns back
spot.
around, says, "Come on, girl, let's go." Turns around and does it
Yeah,
again.
the corner spot.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, that was fucking huge.
I was just. I was like, dude, what was that?
Well, they both charged at each other and then kind of stopped and were like, and then started hitting each other. Becky's like,
It's time to go home, honey. Yeah.
do it again, kid.
I was utterly bored watching this stuff. For
So
real.
was I.
This
Yeah,
is-
it was bad.
It was boring. It wasn't. I wouldn't say it was that bad. I wouldn't go bad.
But AJ
No,
has.
I mean bad as
AJ has no offense.
No, she
None.
doesn't. She doesn't.
No
really.
offense.
I
I don't know if she did previously because I don't remember.
Oh,
Like,
well, she was okay.
But like she didn't have she couldn't work a punt. I mean, they did that little chain thing that they did like before in the beginning or whatever. But she's got no offense. Like
And once the ref went out, I lost a little bit of interest for one. And for 2, the longer it goes, I'm losing even more interest. And I never thought for 1 second that girl was winning that match.
You didn't think she
Not
was?
1 second in my freaking gut that I think she was winning
I
that
didn't
match.
either.
Huh. Okay. I thought she...
And they kind of made the.
I thought
I
she
didn't
was
think
gonna
she
go over.
was because I thought they were going to go back to it.
What? You didn't think AJ was winning?
Yeah, did you think there was any chance?
I thought she was winning. I thought she was going to.
Is that right?
Yeah,
I thought she was too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
Because
Chicago.
and Becky's not.
I know, but you already got Punk going over, so I didn't think they needed that.
Well, I just don't think that it
And
was.
she's not from Chicago.
I don't
either.
think it was that big of a deal for Becky to drop that.
I just don't see the direct. Like in my head, I didn't see that being a direct, like a possible direction.
Well,
If that makes sense.
Has anybody ever been husband and wife champions?
at the same time,
Yeah.
Yeah, Becky and Seth.
was it? Wait, it wasn't Stephanie.
Oh,
was
she was married to Seth?
It wasn't Stephanie. Stephanie.
Becky Lynch is currently married to Seth Rollins.
Yeah, not that. I'm talking about the fucking... Yeah, all right. I know that.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, they might have been. Yeah, they were. And then I think Steph was women's champion when Triple H had the world title.
I think you're right, though.
All right, so what I'm saying is that like a... I
Was
can
that like
see
a buck just doing that
Yeah, I
for
can
them?
see
like,
Buck being like, yeah, I want that.
I mean, maybe. I couldn't say no to that. You know what I mean? Like,
All right, but... And like what Ty said, I can see a lot of people looking at it was like there's a lot of other girls in that freaking locker room that could have been there in that spot.
for sure. Like, there is a ton of women in that company that could deserve that spot and also have a better WrestleMania match with Becky Lynch than AJ. And yes, for sure. But I mean, it's the direction they're going in. She's a name and a star and a name of the past. They keep relying on these old names of the past. I don't know. For a finish, she tapped out to the Black Widow, whatever. I'll give this like 1.5 stars. I don't know. What do you give it, Ollie?
I'll give it like a 1. It was really boring.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, Becky deserves it on 11.
For carrying her.
Yep.
Through it.
I think she freaking literally spoon-fed her through that whole damn thing.
And Becky's great. Don't get me wrong.
Even the other girl's offense too. It was like Becky. Couldn't relax because she had to be so like on her game. You know what I'm saying? To like be there for everything. So to me, she's even more flamboyant with all her body actions than she was in that match because she had to make sure that shit was going to go good.
Yeah.
This last year for Becky has been very interesting because she did the Lyra feud, and now she did this AJ stuff, and it's kind of like, has she lost some luster as a star? I know she can get it back, but it's kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of been a weird year for her with this heel
It's
thing.
been weird for a lot of people in that company. Jesus Christ! Talk about Cody Rhodes.
Oh,
I think
know. We'll
I
get to
think
that
she's
too.
just like on like the downward cycle of like she was at the top for a very long time. Sometimes eventually somebody's got to fucking go to the bottom of the wheel and fucking you come back around like like Bianca's kind of doing that.
Well, she's
She was
hurt, though. It's a little
No,
different.
but I'm saying, but like she kind of did that for
You can't be on
little
top all the
bit.
time.
Right.
You got to cycle.
Some people can.
What were you
like
thinking
Randy
about?
Orton.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but even Randy's not always in like the heavyweight title picture.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
he's
saying?
there
Like
whenever-
you gotta. And
yeah,
now look at him.
go on.
He's back on fucking top. Like
Yeah.
it's all cyclical.
What do you give it, Ty?
Now one.
Yeah. Up next on the show, this is the WWE World Title match between CM Punk and Finn Balor, and they had a really good match from Belfast a couple weeks back. That was just fucking awesome. This match just, I don't know. I mean, first of all, the Punk entrance with the Bulls music and his gear, the Blackhawks gear, was fucking great. Like, that was really cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
Axe over here smiling. He loves Jordan more than anybody, man. He's like, that's coming out in Chicago with that. But
No, I could just see it. That was a different. That ain't that kid's normal entrance. You can just see he was lit up inside a little bit.
because it's, you know what I mean? It's got it. There's a
That's cool shit.
There's a
That's why I was so entertained with it.
There's a redemption thing for him where it's like, okay, I have finally, vindicated this to them, not only to myself, but vindicated this to them that I am a big, big star. And he really is one of their biggest stars.
Yeah, and he's coming home as the champ.
Yeah, as the champ, and he's heading into WrestleMania. But I didn't give Finn Balor, like, a a 0.5% chance of winning this match.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, you almost didn't even need this match.
I got a better chance of getting struck by lightning than Finn Balor winning that match.
I mean, like, it wasn't bad. They were.
I wish, God, would I fucking love for him to lose that fucking match, and it like that would have been such great booking. But
Dude, Finn Balor's so good.
There might have been a riot, dude. You can't book a riot.
that's what I'm saying. It would have been so good.
Well, yeah, you can, but it's not good.
No,
I mean, that would have been a riot. Seriously. Something would have happened bad.
I don't know if the crowd was.
Somebody would have thrown shit. Something would have happened.
I don't know if the
there would have been more masked people coming out of the woodwork.
was anybody? Was the crowd really even that into this match?
Didn't
Well-
really seem so.
I don't know. Those two would seem to me they were trying to make a point in that match, like a real wrestling, grappling, like match.
Well, it was different than anything else on the show.
Yeah, it was a match.
It was paced different.
Yeah, dude, Antonio Rocca and any one of his era could have had a match like that, dude. That was an old school like grappling match
It was paced like
with
it was,
new moves,
but it was paced like a main event, and it wasn't the main event. It was the semi-main, and I'm thinking to myself after the show was over, I was like, man, I think the Punk match really should have main evented this show. I really think it should have, because.
I thought it was going to.
But
Just because
Yeah,
it's
you
the World
can't
Head
book
Championship match.
yeah, you can't have a main event where nobody thinks the other guy can win.
Yeah.
That's true.
I guess that's the reason why.
And you don't have to worry about the cage match topping that because it's a cage match with 6 fucking guys in it.
Right, this is just a straight up singles
Yeah.
match with no gimmick. I understand the rationale of them choosing to not put it, but you're in Punk's hometown. It's a singles match for the world title, and it's not main for a match that's not for a title. It's for a title shot.
If there was different circumstances in a different situation where, if that's like Punk Cody or Punk Roman or that could main event, that's it. But like we all said, Finn had not even an eyelash's chance to win.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have a more respectable, but not even, like, because I think Finn's one of the best workers on the fucking planet.
Dude, this.
I'm just saying, like, as far as, like, more respectable, as far as, like, real ability of believing that they can win.
The sell that he had
He
on,
looks like a Greek god.
on the one GTS where he rolled out to the outside was fucking money.
Dude, that was good.
That was money.
That was good. It was like Punk has him.
Yes.
He's got him.
Yes, that's when the match started really picking up into next gear for their home section there. And then he gets him back in the ring. And he hits him with a shotgun drop kick, which was really nice. And then Baylor got out of a GTS and he went for a coup de grace. But he landed on Punk's foot. And then Punk turned it into a sharpshooter, which was just... Listen, I say this all the time about CM Punk. You are a big Bret Hart fan. How do you not put the sharpshooter on correctly? It looked all loosey-goosey. It looked terrible with his sharpshooter. And then he got the ropes off that. And then I thought this match had another couple minutes to it. Because Punk just hit him with another...
Dude, all right.
He just hit him with
I'm
a GTS.
feeling that.
He just hit him with a GTS and it was over.
Yeah,
So
I was a little shocked that was it.
Which-
Like, that was it.
I don't mind that. Like, the finish is the finish, and it was the second one he hit. But to me, once the sharpshooter got to the ropes, I was like, okay, now we're entering home, and this is going to be another 3-4 minutes of this match. I mean, I'm not sure in my head what else they would have done, but it just kind of was a flat finish to me because I thought there was more match left.
I feel like at some point, like at that point, you had to make Punk vulnerable.
with something.
But yeah, before he got the victory. Like, because at no point really was Punk ever in trouble.
I mean, he hit him with his finish a couple times with some of the DDT and the coup de grace.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, I know what you're
What he
saying.
hit him with was good.
He needed to, like, put him through a table or something.
Or try and submit him somehow. You know, have Punk struggle and have the fucking get the crowd, you know, Punk's almost tapping or... And I don't know if Finn's got that in his arsenal, but something to get the fucking crowd in it to fucking, you know, bring them there. But like you said, the finish happened out of nowhere, which I'm, like, fine with because I hate fucking 9 finishers, but...
Which is one thing I liked about the main event, too. We'll get to it,
Ollie,
but-
did you think it was just that? Were you like, that just ended? That's
Yeah, definitely that. But I mean, the whole match to me was just kind of like lackluster.
Yeah.
Well, like they were going through the motions?
Kind
Kind of, a little
They were
bit.
doing
I mean,
a lot
it
of
might
work.
have a little bit to do with nobody thought Finn was winning, but
The crowd wasn't there.
No, they weren't.
even though if like nobody thinks that, there's still a way to do the match to get people to think that. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't. They didn't really do
That's
anything to like.
Punk was never stressed.
Yeah,
No.
there wasn't ever really. It was just kind of all right. Like I'll take a couple of your moves. You know what I'm saying? And
How
then
long did it go?
it was only like 20 minutes. Let's see here to be exact. 20 minutes, 21 seconds.
Yeah, for me this was just there. I'll go 2.5 stars.
Felt
with it.
longer.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. I'm going right 2.5.
Yeah, I'll go like a 2 for it. I mean, those guys, yeah, they got way better. It's probably a better match if nobody's a champion.
Definitely, because then
That's a great point too.
But yeah, it wasn't that great. Kind of boring.
Hack.
I didn't hate it. You know, I always had to watch something. There was only 4 matches, so I'm like, well, I gotta watch something. You know what I'm saying? Fuck. Yeah, I didn't hate it. I did that as much as I thought I was going to hate it at all.
So
Well, because I knew it would be like I could just tell on the kid's face that and it was like the way they started. All right, you can start the way they started, but usually everybody starts like that, and within like 2.5 minutes they're out banging everywhere. You know what I mean? I knew at the 5-minute mark exactly where that match was like going, but I don't know. I'd give it a 3.5.
3.5. Hi.
I'll go 2.
2. Up next on the show, got to talk about this, Hack. I want your thoughts on this one here. Danhausen debuted coming out of a crate. This was not Funk out of a box from Europe.
I came downstairs earlier and he called him Van Helsing.
No, he didn't. Danhausen.
Yeah.
I still don't know why that's so funny, but I don't care.
Danhausen comes out with the crate, and they had dancers with him. It looked like some 50s.
Dude, I thought it was WCW 98, 99. That's what I felt like.
Wow.
Remember the girls that they had there?
The Nitro
that
girls?
whole skit made me just feel like I just had a throwback.
Dr. Shock or whatever his name was.
Bullhausen?
Yeah, dude,
That's what they called them.
It was so weird to me. It was just so weird. And was it made to look like... Did you think it was like old school, like the girl dancers and stuff?
Yeah.
Or did you think that was hip fucking shit
No, it was
now?
made to look old school.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So I don't feel so bad about
I
that.
think it's
now.
intentionally corny. You know what I mean? As like,
No, but why?
because
Because
it's
he's
ironic.
intentionally corny.
It's
Like,
ironic
that's his
to be
gimmick.
like.
So he's not. Is he? You ever see him work?
He's not a worker.
Okay, that's what they said.
he
So then
can-
why is he getting a bush?
he
From
can-
what country? Where are they going? Why are they using?
He's
this
kind of like a truth that can't work, like comedic effect.
He can
that,
work. He
like,
can work a little.
He
like,
can work a little, but he's not a worker.
Can he talk?
Not really, but
Okay, so he goes out there with these
He's
fucking
over.
Spanish ladies, the fucking dancing.
He's not Spanish. He's American.
I know, but the ladies looked all Spanish to me.
They have face paint on.
But they looked Spanish.
like
to them
vampire
things to me.
ghouly face
He
paint.
looks Spanish to
They
you.
were probably from a local dance troupe, all those girls.
One of them was his wife. I saw that online this week.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I just don't get the guy.
Okay.
Is anybody else saying it was the greatest thing ever?
No.
Or is
No one
everybody
is.
panning it?
No,
Everybody's-
everyone's
they
getting-
booed the shit out of
It's
it.
booed.
It's getting universally panned, it seems like. Now,
Is anybody taking credit for it?
no.
No, it came out. It came out. I saw something that said, "Oh, half the people in there wanted to bring him in, half the people didn't."
That's a backtrack. That's a backtrack right there.
Yeah, I saw.
So,
that
Hack,
sort
want to
of
hear
thing.
something else to your theory earlier about CM Punk? Danhausen is apparently a good friend of CM Punk. And AEW, when he left there, AEW froze Danhausen's contract for the last 2 years. And they weren't allowing him to work, and he's been kind of waiting it to debut to WWE.
Dude, last year at WrestleCon, literally, Brody King was talking to Danhausen, and you were like, "Oh, I want to go over and say hi to Brody King, but I don't want to talk to that fucking other guy." And it was Danhausen.
the Spanish Van Helsing?
Well, because I didn't know the dude. That's funny. I remember that. Oh, dude, I forgot what the fuck.
I just told you about Punk and his association.
Oh,
so.
yeah. So, now let's think about this. If the reason that she won the belt is because of Punk, and the reason that he was there was because of Punk, how is everybody in the WWE universe feeling about that?
I mean, I don't think they're big roles, right? Like, you're talking about a comedic character.
Okay, one just got an Intercontinental Championship.
But it's the women's IC title, right?
I know you keep saying that, but
It does. It's a belt that hasn't even been around that long. It doesn't have a history.
I know, but
Nothing.
anytime somebody wins a belt, you're like, well, how many belts they fucking got now?
Yeah, but now the women's-
now the IC
now the
titles,
women's
just gonna say
but
that.
now the IC titles fucking
The women's
holy
IC.
grail.
how many belts do they have? How many
Oh,
women's
don't
belts
get-
do they have?
Women's, they
Do they
have
have 10?
no less than 10.
All right, tell me who the last IC championships have been. All right, tell me who they have, what girls they have been.
What's it?
Anybody
Becky,
know?
Lyra, Chelsea Green, right?
Chelsea
Chelsea
Green was
was
the
the
US.
United States.
She was the
Okay.
US. See, I can't even remember. that
Okay.
off the top of my head.
Lyra.
I can't remember.
All right, but if they're credible girls,
Julia, was
that
she
that
one?
gives the belt a little bit more credibility also.
I think
The
people
last
are
champions.
probably fine with throwing Punk a bone and for that being in his hometown, and then we'll see.
And look, the Danhausen. My biggest issue with it is the guy comes out and he doesn't do anything. Like I know my people booed. He did nothing. It's
I
not
was
like
like, I thought there was only 4 matches. These guys didn't tell me about this.
but like he didn't do anything. There was nobody else out there. He didn't set up anything. It was just he came.
And the other guys really didn't fucking like put it over like he was God or anything either.
The
guys
announcers did. Michael Cole was awful on this show. I thought he sucked on this show, and yeah, they did not.
Yeah, it's because Wade Barrett's fucking horrible.
He doesn't shut the fuck up, Wade Barrett. He doesn't stop talking.
Michael
does
Cole's
talk.
bad when Wade Barrett is fucking. Dude, Wade Barrett's so fucking bad. They
I
need
actually
to get
thought
him
Wade
off.
was pretty good on this
Oh,
show.
He just doesn't stop. Like,
He
you
was-
gotta let some fucking things breathe
Yeah.
a little bit. Like, he just constantly has to fucking say something. It's like, dude, I get you're a heel announcer, but let the fucking match breathe a little bit, dude. Like, you don't
He
always
said
have to say something.
WrestleMania like 596 times.
Well, they got to sell some tickets, heck. I mean,
Well, no, that's
That
why I
is
was
true.
going to bring that. I was going to wait for a little bit to bring that up. Like at the end, if we'll see, that's the main reason why. Like Randy Orton's in a guy.
I like McAfee with Cole or Corey Graves even with Cole so much better.
I'm with you on that for Corey Graves. I'm,
Yeah,
not, I'm not
like-
the biggest McAfee guy, but overall, Hack Dan
Yeah, but like Pat knows when to shut up.
Hack. I called you Pat.
I don't know. I personally is 0, but somehow I think there's something to him. So I got to give him a 2.5, just because I don't get it.
Right.
So I'm giving him a 2.5.
There is, and I was also asking, a couple of my buddies. Like my buddy said, he was
Very
watching.
nice and very evil.
He was watching with his kids.
That's
and I
his
was,
gimmick.
That's what he
It was
says.
very
Yeah.
nice and very evil.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's what he
that's
says.
the thing.
Yeah, I got that.
But I was asking my one friend, and he was watching with his kids. I said, "Did your kids like it at least?" And they said, "Yeah, they did." And then another buddy of mine with his kids in a group chat, he was saying that Chris, who listens to the show, he was saying that they liked it too. So I'm like, maybe I'm not the right audience for it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that was Danhausen's debut.
Yeah, but like we also know like who he is, what his gimmick is from like AEW and things like that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
And he
So-
did nothing, though.
No.
That was
No,
the
that's all
crazy
he does.
thing.
Is point is
Yes.
the point thing at people, and he curses you.
yeah, he
It was
curses
great.
you.
The fucking poof of smoke went, the fucking lights went black, and it was boo! I was like, Jesus Christ.
Well, that's the thing, though. If you hype up a big debut, and then maybe they didn't,
You gotta
maybe they
give
didn't-
him a spot.
You
Like,
gotta do
give him
something.
Dude, it was like the Shockmasters reveal, dude. That's how bad that was.
Was it the gobbledygooker?
Oh,
level
it's,
bad?
it's way worse than the Gobbledygook.
Wait, you're
it's
going worse?
Shockmaster bad.
It's
No,
Shock-
Shockmaster's the worst reveal ever.
You're going Shockmaster bad for
I
this.
saw the gobbledygooker
Yeah.
on Pornhub. That was
Yeah,
good.
dude. Well, so wait a minute. Did he curse somebody?
No, that's what they should have had him done. Is come
Right.
from
Do his
like
gimmick.
He gave it some teeth to Michael Cole.
Yeah. That, I don't know if that's like a...
Yeah, is that what that was?
It was a jar
the
full
whole
of teeth.
no, the whole gimmick is literally he starts from down here, and the whole crowd's like, oh, and then as soon as he gets up here and points at you, then you're cursed.
That's it, Hack. There ain't much
I
else.
kind of get that.
Yeah, I will say this about him.
Kind of get that.
It was over.
He's
hey,
over.
yeah, It was
other
over.
guy in England with his entrance.
Grado.
He's sitting on the rail. Whoa, they're going.
No, he is over. It's
And
just hilarious.
I will say this too about to the point of how he's over, right? He didn't work at all last year in AW. He's on the shelf all year, not wrestling because they froze his contract or whatever. He had a top 15. He was a top 15 seller on Pro Wrestling Tees last year, having not worked at all for the whole year.
Top 15
Top 15. So there's,
for that's good.
you know what I mean? There's
Must
something
be selling kids or
right. There's got to be something to him. You know what I mean?
He's got some good merch.
top 15 is pretty good if your face ain't been on anything.
Yeah.
Very nice and
So,
very evil.
No, we'll be seeing where Danhausen goes to WWE, but it did not get off to a good start. The men's elimination chamber match was up next, and man, we gotta bury the ring announcer here who botched Javon Evans' name. They don't all look alike, brother. I'll tell you that, man. I mean, he called him Javon
Dude,
Williams.
how over is Trick?
Trick is, you know what I was thinking, and
Over as fuck, man.
So much of Trick's entrance and everything gets amplified when Booker T was calling his matches down in NXT. I really think that they should bring Booker in to be his manager and sit on the desk and do his entrance and give him that little bit of rub because Trick's a star. And Booker, when he was doing that...
dude, like just his entrance standing on that pedestal,
Yes.
freaking spinning, is freaking pretty bad. It's like, all right, this kid's an Academy Award right here.
I know, but heck, I'm telling you, Book is his like manager and stuff. I think could be something with them, but he's something on his own anyway.
that's why
Buck's
I-
happy sitting talking to him.
That's why I was so let down by how little they gave him in the Royal Rumble when we talked about it.
Well,
he
how
was
little they give him in this match?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, this is a young NXT fucking kid that is clearly fucking over as fuck on the ride. Like, what are you doing?
He's main roster now. It ain't no more NXT.
I know, but
Could the boys be thinking that he's got to earn a spot?
maybe, but how about?
There's a lot of vets he's working with. Think about how many years are in that ring.
Rumble.
But how about? Let's talk about this match. What did they give Javon in this match?
A shit ton.
But Javon got the whole first segment with Cody. Cody was working him over. He wasn't doing his high spots. Cody was getting all his shit in. So he's bumping for Cody.
They did a little bit for the first 2 minutes, and then they did nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. And I don't know. This match, the whole layout of this, there was also something I saw on Twitter, and I don't know how accurate it is, but they said Triple H has never booked an elimination chamber that didn't have a run-in finish. And I'm like,
Dude, it was like 7.
this we'll get to those, but my God. So Cody starts with Javon, and he's working him over.
This kid just looks so skinny to me. It's freaking like, dude, please put on like 20 pounds.
Dude, he
Oh,
probably can't put on. Look at me.
know.
I can't put on weight.
I
There's
know,
just
but
people who just can't put on weight.
Well, he's what?
eyes-
He's like 20.
He's
isn't he?
21.
I get it. I get it. I'm not saying
And he's
fucking
bouncy.
it's his fault he doesn't weigh 20 pounds more.
But-
I'm just saying it's hard for me. Dude, what he said, I don't know. It's all dude. When I started this business, it's like guys, like besides like indie guys, all those other guys were like big dudes. You know what I mean? That guy just seems like he's literally like 160 pounds.
I mean, he probably
You're not-
is.
Yeah.
I don't know. My eyes have a problem with watching him. Like,
Do I gotta
just
get Samoa Joe to tell you
just
that
the
it's all right?
credibility.
So you
Smart
believe it?
about Joe. It's a new day in the business. You old timer, you old fart.
right.
No, I know.
I gotta agree there.
I know what you're saying, though, Hack. I mean, he does, like, there's something about his look, but also, doesn't that differentiate you from everybody else?
Well, yeah, it differentiates him, but I don't know. To me, he looks goofy.
No, but I also think he was in that match purposely to be the bumper. To be, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need somebody doing all Cody ain't doing
LA
that.
Knight ain't, Randy ain't, Logan
Yeah, I mean,
ain't.
Logan can do a little something.
Trick's not a
but
great worker
That's what I'm
either,
saying.
so
You need
yes.
some optical
He's the perfect
shit,
rubber
like-
band man for that match.
Yes,
Yeah.
he absolutely is. But, I mean, as far as, like, a real opportunity, just, he's getting a little rub from being around those guys, but...
I know, but dude, Trick
Good
with
for
the lack of opportunity, I think they're fucking up there a little bit.
Dude, those spots are worth a shitload of money. They're trying to keep. They want to keep them things as long as they possibly can, dude. Let's think about it. How many actual wrestlers were there on this card? Less than 20? Would everybody agree?
Well, yeah.
6, 12,
Th-
yeah.
Yes.
That's crazy insane. These spots are very few and far between, guys, and those motherfuckers out there want to stay out there.
You're not wrong, Hack, but
I'm perfectly right.
No, I know.
And the company, I don't know, and with the way the thing's booking and who wins this company, I think that, like, by having Randy just win this match goes to show me that they're even behind fucking the guys that have been there for 20 years anyway.
Well, we'll get to that here in a minute, but let's talk about Logan Paul, who comes in here. I think, and
I like that kid.
Well, you do, and I'll tell you this. I think he's regressed over the last year. I think the more you see him, the less special he is. And I wasn't that impressed with him in this match.
Well, didn't he drop the kid on his head in that one spot?
Kinda.
Yeah.
But I'm not really sure whose fault it was. You know, it was almost like it could have been either one. And then he took and then what was his first bump? Did somebody put him through the front? I must have been taking a piss or something. Somebody, right when he came out of his pod, did somebody put him through his pod?
Yeah, LA Knight came in.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I didn't see. All right, that's part of it.
So then LA Knight.
Let's get into all them screw ups at
Oh,
the end.
God. LA Knight.
Like
man.
3 in a row.
So LA Knight hits the draping DDT on Logan Paul and Javon Evans, and then LA Knight broke that up. And then there was an RKO attempt. And then Evans hit a frog splash, but then Logan came in and he took out Evans with the pulverizer, so he snuck in.
Dude, he fucked that up.
That's what we were just talking about, where he dropped him. That did not look good. And then...
Is that what that was called, the pulverizer?
Yeah.
Right.
And then Cody came in, and Knight hit him with the Death Valley driver, and then, LA Knight went for the elbow. And he does the hop elbow thing, and he just... I mean, this is going to happen. Hack, you botched your fair share of spots.
Yeah, but I don't try to do that shit.
But LA Knight is hit
I just
that.
think how often... When was the last time he did it? He doesn't work a shitload that we see him, do we?
He does it.
He does it for a minute. I don't know if I've ever seen him miss that.
I don't know. Obviously not.
Or
He's
one
missed-
time, I think I
He's
saw him
missed
miss
the
it.
pop suplex thing where he hops and does the suplex thing. So a similar hop, but this one's a little different because
But that begat 3 screw-ups in a row. It was that, and then Trick falls, and then the ref was in the corner for the next spot.
Oh,
did
God.
you guys? Did
Yes.
you catch all
When he's
that?
trying to throw Cody in the corner and the ref's in the
all
way.
that
Yeah.
begat all that other shit. And you see how it took fucking LA Knight a minute to get back on the page. You know what I'm saying? I can just see it in his head. Because he had a couple good spots, but he was too mechanical right then. He was trying to get through. Remember they did a bunch of shit right after that?
Yes.
LA Knight, like 10, 15 fucking things.
Yeah.
So that's gotta suck. You just miss your big move, and then you're really going into the biggest chain of you being out there in that match that night.
Well, and then Paul hit him with a low blow and pinned him, and then Trick came in and he hit Logan with a spin kick, and then Paul got out of the Trick shot. Cody hit him with the crossroads, but then Logan stole the pin. So you give Logan a couple of eliminations there, and then comes...
He's the clicks. He's the click boy.
Then comes a mystery man. The fucking mystery man comes in. Security takes him away, but he's a jobber mystery man. He's not... He's apparently one of Seth Rollins' students, and so was the other one on Raw.
And then he actually tries to make it look like he's a rogue dude at first. You know what I mean? That guy would have... Well, in the old days, we would have shipped him, but...
Anyway, then the door is still open. The door's been open this long.
For a half hour.
The door's open, and in comes another mystery man, and he curb stomps Logan Paul, and he reveals himself to be Seth Rollins. Now, the crowd did go batshit crazy for this. They did go nuts. But then you're like, just thinking about it, you're like, so Seth Rollins last year at WrestleMania had this gigantic heel turn where he aligned with Paul Heyman, and now he was pretty much just a heel for 3 months.
I forgot about that.
Of course you did, because it sucked now. Because
Holy shit, you're right.
you did the giant angle last year.
I forgot all about that.
And it means nothing a year later. It means completely nothing a year later. Paul Heyman turned on Roman Reigns and CM Punk to be with Seth Rollins, and they didn't even last more than 4 months together.
And now Paul's just the leader of this rogue random group.
Right.
Well, which is kind of what we've talked about, is their booking really freaking, it's so bad I even forgot about that. It's like, where is their booking?
I don't know. Do they have no voice of dissension in this room to say, hey, maybe that doesn't make sense?
Well, maybe they got too many people making decisions. They're like, all right, well, we'll give him, like, Does Paul have to? It's like I can honestly see Paul in there being like, well, I got to give him something.
Well, I mean, you see how many people are in the room when they're going over shit in the Unreal fucking videos.
Yeah, but well, why? Who else? I haven't seen that.
It's like Road Dogg, Triple H, Paul, fucking.
It's probably a 10 guy at least.
Yeah,
Richard.
Those guys are more spot guys. They're not fucking telling they're not making the big decisions. Those guys are agents.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? They're not
writers.
bookers.
They're writers. They're on the writing team and
Yeah,
stuff.
you take Paul Heyman should be writing the whole goddamn thing. If that's their problem, because obviously the booking is so scattered. I mean, look where Cody is now.
Now, we'll get to that too. So
You
then,
know, Jesus.
if that wasn't enough, now you have the third run-in of the match now with Drew McIntyre coming in the ring, and he attacks Cody, which,
The other one.
which then gave Randy Orton the opportunity to hit the RKO and pin him. Now, I did
That was
like...
the best part of the whole match.
Yeah, I liked it.
Well, just the timing and everything. I hate the fact that Drew came in and did what he did, but
No, but it was good.
at least it was the
Well, he
ending
got
was
great
crisp.
guys
yeah.
are great in there.
Yeah, at least the ending was crisp.
It was crisp. It was tight.
Yeah.
But for the booking and everything
Yeah,
else, I didn't like
It was
this.
super tight.
I did not like this match at all. I thought this sucked. And
So, like we say, where's Cody now? Is Cody fighting Braun Breaker?
no, Cody will be in the main event for that title with Drew McIntyre. It's going to be a four-way at Mania. I guarantee it.
Seriously?
Yeah, I guarantee it'll
Do
be
you think
four-way.
that's high?
It's going to be at least three. It's going to be Drew, Cody, Randy, and I guess Jacob, I guess it has to be.
Yeah, I think. Well, you're going to see Friday. You're running now. They're running Drew and Cody Friday for the belt on SmackDown, and I think what they're going to do is have a schmaz where Jacob lays them both out. So that gives Jacob his in for the match. It gives Cody the out for the match, and Randy's in
And
the
Randy
match.
already's in.
So I think it's a four-way.
Do you think that's all hot-shotted super recently because of ticket sales?
Yes, I think they want
Do
Randy
you
involved.
guys think that? How do you think that?
I
Do you
don't
think
know.
this could have been the plan? Was this the plan 6 months ago?
Not a fucking shot now.
Right. Was this the
No,
plan
I mean the injuries.
3 months ago?
No, the Seth injury and everything is throwing a monkey wrench.
Well,
into
yeah, but
fucking
was
everything.
Seth never even really hurt?
No, he was.
No, he was.
He was. He hurt. He hurt his shoulder.
Oh, yeah,
and
that's
then the
right.
Bron-
Well, I
and
thought
then
that
the-
was a work.
And
No.
then
No, when he did the
Braun
flying
break-
headbutt or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck he did.
Yeah, and then the Braun Breaker fucking things fucking it up. So I mean,
Hack, the original plan that they were running with for Mania apparently was going to be Braun Breaker and CM Punk. Okay, and I don't know Breaker.
Big breaks.
I don't know what they were else. I don't know what Roman was going to do at Mania. And we still. How about this too? You want to throw out booking stuff? You heat up Gunther and you give him the Cena retirement. You give him the AJ retirement. And I don't even know what his match is at Mania.
He's fighting fucking Serpentico or whatever the fuck that
That's
guy's
a
name.
better-
Mr. Iguana.
It's Dragon Lee, and
Dragon
it's
Lee.
not.
Oh yeah, Gunther and
It's-
Dragon Lee.
Yo, I could see them trusting him to work Braun Breaker.
Braun Breakers might not make Mania because of the hernia he has. So we
he's
don't even
hurt.
know.
Nope.
Yeah, he's hurt right now.
And
So
Bronson Reed tore his
Bronson
fucking
Reed
biceps
is not
or
going to
whatever.
be at Mania either. He's
Yeah.
injured now. So I'm saying they've had a lot
Oh,
of.
Bronson's hurt?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bronson
he like
got
tore
hurt.
his biceps or triceps or whatever
Yeah.
the fuck. he
Oh,
did.
with that move, his finish.
No,
Was it
fucking
come off the top
no,
rope?
no, he
But
tore.
that's what you would think.
Well, he tore it making the save on a tag. He reached in and his arm like overextended.
Is
and-
that right?
Yes.
Wow.
Anyway, back to this
That's
match.
how Snuka tore his. Doing that splash.
Okay.
Both of them. Biceps.
I believe it. For a match, I'm going to go 1.5 stars for it. I didn't really care for this, man. Ollie.
yeah, I mean it wasn't really good at all. I mean, I would have liked to see like Trick do a little bit more. I mean, I like that Randy one.
It was shocking to me. I didn't think for a second he was going to win. I thought
I
Cody
didn't think
was.
so either.
Yeah.
And I like the finish, like kind of spot that they did. I hate the run in, but the ending of
one?
it was good.
Yeah, okay, I agree. The ending was nice.
I'll give it like a 2.5.
Okay. Hack?
Yeah, the freaking run-ins and shit. I don't know, too.
Okay.
Lots of run-ins.
It gets a 1 for me just because Randy won.
That's the only reason is Randy.
Yeah.
Why?
Because he liked that. He said
I
he
like
would've-
Randy. I wasn't expecting Randy to win
No,
that
are you
match.
kidding me? I thought, no way Randy was winning
That's
that
what I'm
match.
saying. That's why it's getting a 1
I'm
for
like,
me.
he
It would've got
doesn't wanna
much
work.
less.
It would have got maybe a -1.
It was straight caca, right? I mean,
Yeah,
All right. I get that.
That was WWE Elimination Chamber 2026. I think we were more entertaining than their show. So, up next week on the show, we're covering a classic Hack match here because we're building up to Hack's final match here. We're covering a really good one that he had with somebody who just retired. Hack and AJ Styles. We're going down to Nashville.
Oh, fuck yeah, baby.
For some NWA TNA.
Oh, dude, this has got to be a grappling master.
This is a masterpiece. We cannot wait to do this one next week on the show. So we'll be bringing that to you.
This is going to be a nice play. I do not remember having a singles match with him.
Okay, well.
Oh,
can't wait to
nice.
do it.
This is going to be
Oh,
awesome.
and I bet you I probably wanted to do good, but I guarantee I was coked up and drunk.
That's all you were. Your whole
Every
TNA
week.
run?
So you were at your best.
Yes, yes.
That's how every single
Yup,
week I
that's how you
showed
know
up
you were
coked up. They were just coked up days
As
back
long
then.
as it wasn't shrooms or acid.
Me, Karina's girl would drive me down to to Baltimore. We get home with the other kids.
Housekeeping. We gotta put them over every single week. 360 bags. Hack, you got a sneak peek of the Mary Poppins artwork for
Dude,
this
the
week.
Kane the umbrellas, freaking, this is the best. That dude is so good.
He's so talented. Go to 360 bags on
He
Instagram.
needs to go to the place in England and fucking put a portrait
graffiti.
up.
Yes. Hey, if you do any tagging,
I know. I was
360
sitting there. I was like, dude, 360 bags, eat your heart out when we were in there.
You would have loved that. Check out 360 Bags at BigCartel.com for any of his paintings. This guy also does commissions. He's absolutely fantastic. The work that he's been putting out of the comic book covers. I actually showed my parents the couple of the pictures that he did recently. My mom was
You and the ski
dying.
mask?
No, she was dying laughing. This thing was dying. They were marking out for it. In collaboration with Suplex Apparel, we dropped a sick-ass t-shirt. You got to grab one of these. Head on over to suplexapparel.com and check out the Sandman t-shirt they have up there. This is a one-of-one, and also included will be a limited number of trading cards with the shirt. So make sure you make your purchase now. This is moving fast. Support the show and support the hardcore icon with a purchase. Suplex makes some fantastic shirts, and we're really happy to be working with them on this. So definitely check that one out.
Yeah, limited edition merch. So
Limited edition merch. The big event, Saturday, March 21st at the Suffolk Credit Union Arena in Brentwood, New York. The Sandman's going to be signing for PWE Pro Wrestling Entertainment. This is one of the largest wrestling conventions of the year, so make sure you stop up and say hello to Hack. I know Franny's going to be up there as well with stash pages, so you got to come up to the big event. It's going to
Yeah,
be really
Freddie's
fun.
driving with me.
Okay. Speaking of pro wrestling entertainment, an update to the next show from PWE. PWE Expelled live from the Bach Building in South Philadelphia, Saturday, April 4th, 7 p.m. Get your tickets now. Roman J.A. the Gunk, and yes, the hardcore icon, the Sandman, have a lot in store for you for the
The
show.
card's shaping up well.
It is.
I
There's
was
a
going
lot
to
of
ask
names.
you, the card shaping up well?
We
Yeah,
got
man.
the matches have been not yet rolled out, but we got a lot of names on the card. Steve Macklin, Deanna Perrazzo, Alec Price, Jordan Oliver, Griffin McCoy, Journey Burke, Post Game, Ben the Bean, Vicious Vicky, and many more.
Dude, that's some good talent right there.
It is some good talent. You
A
got
couple of people who worked on the previous
That's right.
show.
A mix of that, a lot of a couple of AEW names there. Steve Macklin, former TNA world champion. We got a lot more names to roll out for the card. And I gave Gunk some shit the other day. Gunk left already, that loser. I gave him some shit the other day. I said, "Where's my report card? I need a report card post on
Yeah, for the
Instagram."
announcers. Joey
Yes,
Styles.
yes.
Styles, baby.
I said, "Where's my report card? I want straight A's in English and history, and I want a D- in math and a D in science." And I said, if I don't
How'd
get
you do in health
A
class?
plus in communications.
you do.
Physical and phys ed.
Yeah, this guy over here is trying to bury me.
Hey, I just asked you about health class. You brought up high school.
I said, listen, Hack, I'm taking you. We're no showing the show if I don't get a report card post. So
What is he talking about?
It's even better if
I
we
thought
don't.
you were asking Gunk for a report card.
It's even better if we don't smarten him up, Ty. Don't even
All
try.
right, please
Don't even
don't.
try. WrestleMania week, in addition to the last match, your appearance at WrestleCon all week. I'm super excited about this. The Sandman podcast is going to be doing a live pod from Nerd Bar on Fremont Street in Las Vegas.
Baby. We're on a billboard.
Saturday, April 18th, a midnight beer chug with our team and a live podcast. Please make sure to clear your calendar in Vegas for this one. You never know who's going to show up, and stay tuned to our social media for further information on this live pod event. All right, here we go. We got one more here. Friday, April 17th, from the Horseshoe in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's the Sandman's last match versus the Invisible Man at Joey Janela's 10th annual.
April 17th?
Yeah?
Yikes, that's closer than I thought. I just lost a day of training.
Well, you were doing wind sprints before the show. You're in heavy training.
Yeah, actually, to shoot people.
To shoot people. Actually training for this one. Joey Janela's 10th annual spring break. Get your tickets, what's left of them, at jjsbxlv.eventbrite.com. And if you aren't able to make it to Las Vegas, tune in live on Triller TV Plus.
I just saw on Twitter, Joey just announced him and Brody Lee Jr.
That's official.
He just put the poster on Twitter.
Brody Lee, is it the real Brody Lee Jr.?
Yeah,
It's his son. It's his son.
He's 14.
He's 14.
Nice.
It's going to be his first match.
Joey just pile drove him. He became a pile
Joey just
driver.
pile drove him at their last show.
Awesome.
It's going to be fucking
That's
incredible.
fucking great.
This show's filled with bad blood, I'll tell you.
There's a lot of bad blood on this show. A lot of bad blood.
I mean, need that kid in my match.
Yeah, you might. Yeah. Listener questions. As always, send in to sandmanpod@gmail.com. Please leave a name and a town. That's all that Hack ever asks for. Elias from Fort Wayne, Indiana writes
All
in,
right, Fort Wayne.
The Sandman. Why not the Gunk for your last match? That's what he
I
said.
can have a last match with him. I'm having more than one.
How much did the
I'll have them all over the world.
How much did the Invisible Man?
Like Funk did.
How much did the Invisible Man beg you to not make it a ladder match? Since everyone knows that you invented them and are undefeated in them.
We haven't had the signing of the contract yet.
That's
I'll
right.
talk to him then.
Yeah, that's right.
Good point.
He said for everybody, but especially Sandman and Tyler, that 96 Raven angle wasn't just TV. It was your real family getting pulled into the extreme vortex with a kid denying his dad on national TV. Now, decades later, you're all on a mic together, turning these scars into stories. What unwritten rule of hardcore living did that era teach you guys that the podcast is quietly rewritten for the next generation?
Say that again. What?
What unwritten rule of hardcore living did that era teach you?
Rule of hardcore. I don't know. I'm having trouble understanding the question.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily sure I understand the question.
What one truth about survival would even them put down their peers? I don't know. That's what he wrote.
All right, say the first one again. I want to get this. I feel like we're being stupid.
It was your It was your real family getting pulled into extreme vortex with a kid denying his dad on national TV. Now, decades later, you're all on a mic together, turning those scars into stories. What unwritten rule of hardcore living did that era teach you that the podcast is quietly rewritten for the next generation?
I still don't get it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay.
What unwritten rule?
Yeah. The Sandman, you said fame fucks people up and you've caned your way through bankruptcies, losses, and the body count of an era. As a father watching your son's co-host, if one of them stepped in the ring, what's the deepest shit in how you define winning now? Not the titles or the props, but the quiet shit that sticks out after the light goes out. What single moment from your wildest nights would you trade for one more passing the pen conversations with your younger self?
I don't know. For them now, clicks. That's the only thing that matters. And what was the second part? Hey, Joe told me clicks is everything now.
What's the quiet shit that sticks out after the lights go out?
What a god I really am. Just saying. I mean, you asked the question. I mean, fuck. I gotta slam dunk.
Okay. Tosh, you're the Delco outsider who became the glue in a hardcore family. Through all the you gotta understand rants, what's the most uncomfortable insight you've gained about what legacy looks like? How has it changed the way you see your own place in this crazy industry? I mean, dude, I don't have a place in it. I see. You know what, dude? I feel like every time I'm anywhere with this, I'm like somebody's going to tell me I don't belong there, and I get kicked out. Like that's. That's literally how I feel. I'm like, I don't belong here right now. That's literally how I felt for the last 3 years.
Nah, but dude, I mean, this pod, everybody's writing in about the pod and us being together and everything like this. Like, we never really envisioned this happening. It kind of was something that I mentioned to Hack, and that was brought up, and he was never really wanted to get into it because he's never been like a really... For as much as he doesn't seem it, he's not really much of a self-promoting person.
Not at all. We have to drag and pull teeth literally to get you to do anything.
And Tosh came aboard with us because I kind of wanted him to be the host, and I knew he would be the perfect person for it, and this brought us to some great places and meeting some great people, doing some good and fun things, and just hope it continues.
Yeah,
dude, who was a girl up in that was talking in England in that fucking? Remember where Kali was laying down and we were sitting on those black boxes?
Scarlett Bordeaux.
Is that who that was?
The blonde?
There wasn't there two of them. There was one who was real loud when she
It was
came in.
her and was it Shotzi up there, Ollie? It was Shotzi and
Shotzi, yeah. All right.
What just made you think of that?
I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Fuck knows what made me think of anything. Fine.
Maybe
drugs I'm doing.
We brought it to. They're both cool as hell, both of them, by the way. But yeah, that's all.
Brian Mills from Calgary,
Alberta, Canada.
Thank you. Somebody's picking up here. What's up, big
I
sexy?
thought you were going to do it.
No, I was waiting for Hack. He usually chimes in here.
No, dude, we're bombing the whole world right now.
Yeah, jeez. What's up, big sexy cool Tosh and the Vanilla Midgets?
Hey, little do you know, they are midgets.
Great episode last week, maybe the best one since the great Simon Diamond weight debate. I really enjoyed the Kevin...
Simon Diamond weight debate. All right, who's having Simon Diamond or that kid in that match tonight?
Javon Evans?
Yeah.
I don't know. Dude, did you hear Grado put over Simon Diamond's entrance in that video?
Yes, in that video.
Simon, when he said that, I fucking cracked up.
I popped too for that. That's the best part of
I was
that.
like, dude, out of all people's entrances,
you have no idea what
Simon said, oh my god, I was cracking up.
He said it was so nice to see that something different. There's no Kevin Nashes anymore, and there's definitely no Sandman. It was so fun to see something different than the modern, generic mismatch of choreographed dance steps. Anyway, a quick question based on last week.
Hey, we're going to have to run nothing.
Who is everyone's top 3 most attractive male wrestlers?
Wait, say that again?
Top 3 most attractive male wrestlers. Can't be yourself, Hack.
Like looks-wise?
Yeah.
No, you got to go with you could go with somebody like the classic Tommy Rogers.
No.
Tommy Rogers was one of those good-looking guys. You know what I mean? Like an old school.
What about Randy? Randy Orton? You're not a Randy guy. Okay.
I'm a total Randy guy, but I don't see Randy as a classic-looking guy.
You're going classic?
Yeah, like a classic look.
Okay.
Antonio Rocca, a classic look kind of guy from
Mr.
back in the day.
Mr.
I was just going to say Mr.
There you
Perfect.
go.
Yeah.
You're talking like chin out.
Like those guys.
What about Johnny Nitro, man? I mean...
Oh, yeah. You see, he just had to shave his head.
And guess what? He
Did he
looks
really?
better. He looks better with his head shaved.
He just lost
Some
it.
guys
He
just always
lost
win.
it.
He just
And he had to
wins.
shave
I
his
swear
hair.
to God.
I thought he had lost. That ain't the first time he's lost his hair. I think I remember him being bald from back in the
I
day.
never remember him being bald before.
All right, but yeah, he's one of those classic good-looking dudes.
Okay. Anybody else come to mind? Your career besides yourself, Hack, obviously.
I'm trying to think about in the
Billy
ECW
Kidman?
locker room.
Billy
Dreamer
Kidman.
when he was young.
Dreamer when he was young, and how many pounds ago? I can say that.
Friend of the show. Friend of
I
the
said
show.
something. I said
What?
I saw a picture of him jacked earlier today, and I was like, dude, I forgot you actually look like this. He goes, yeah, now I got straight bitch tits.
Here we go. Ian Mason from the Canary Islands writes in.
All right, Canary Islands, have we heard from them?
We have.
Yeah.
We've heard. He writes in.
Did we
He
go
writes
over
in.
where they are on the planet?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. As president of the Invisible Man fan club, I've been watching his training
he?
videos.
All right, this guy's the invisible. Yo, what's it? www.invisibleman.com?
He's the president of the Invisible Man fan club. He said, I've been watching his training videos. You've got about as much as a chance as a donut at Dreamers.
Perfect timing for that.
This week's question, when can I get a Gunk World Order shirt? Oh, God.
This dude, if Gunk was in, dude, he's. Are you actually Gunk? I'm just asking that.
I think Gunk's
Gunk, am I really talking to you right
I think he bought like a bunch of Indian burner accounts, and he has them.
Indian
That's
burner
what people do.
accounts.
That they buy fake accounts from India to get better followers. They do that.
Is that like that
That's
one?
something
bots.
Gunk would
Is
do.
Is
Gunk
that like
would buy
that one
bots.
who's the one basketball player who just fucking got called with a couple burner?
Durant had burner accounts.
Durant.
Yeah.
But he would say that like he fessed up to it at some
He
point.
never did.
But a couple other guys have got called with
Yeah.
them things too, like politicians and shit.
Well, Jerry Colangelo did on the Sixers a couple years ago. Remember him?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And with that in mind, I don't think Sandman ever joined a faction. He might be in the Don Callis family, but really there's so many of them we'd never know. I believe Tyler is a lifetime member of Raven's flock, but which classic faction would the rest of you join and why? I think I'll join DX just to tell Hack to suck it. Ollie, what about you? I like that.
Classic faction that I would be part of. Fuck.
I don't know. Anybody else got
I would have
something?
been one of the four horsemen.
You would have been?
I would have been the Art Anderson.
You would've-
or no,
He would have fit in the NWO, I think, even though they had like 100 guys. So how could you not?
Yeah, I totally could have fit in with the NWO.
I think you could have.
Or the Bullet Club.
Yeah. Yeah, you could have been a Bullet Club.
Yeah, I'm
guy.
Bullet Club.
You're
I'm
Bullet Club? Okay.
definitely Bullet
Who's
Club.
Moxley?
Moxley's the Death Rider.
Yeah, I could have been a Death Rider.
I don't know if you could work like them, Hank. I don't know if they'd be all right.
Yeah, I'm definitely Bullet
Oh,
Club.
dude, I don't have to work. Everybody else can.
That's true.
I don't have
He just proved his point. He's in the Death Riders
I
now.
don't have to work. It's great.
He got-
No, where's Big Bill been? Let's think about what's Big Bill been doing in AEW
On
for
the
the past
couch,
year.
thank God.
He's in catering, I think.
I know, you know what I'm saying? Like they got this
Trying
big
on
ass fucking
Timberlands.
dude doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna do one more. Actually, hold on. We got two more here. I got.
Let's hear 'em.
We'll get the rest on the next show, guys. We got so many in the inbox, but I got two more.
How
we got
many
here.
more?
We got like, dude, it's a lot, man. I'm telling you, it's a lot. We got two more here, and this guy was banned. We got two banned, unbanned.
Oh, wow.
And he's already back? How long's
What
it
do you
been?
have to say for
It's been
yourself?
a
We
while.
gave him
All
one.
right,
We
the
did.
next ban goes for 30 days.
Okay, here we go. Jesse from Aspen writes in.
All right, Aspen.
Well, well, well. It looks like I need to start.
Just starting like that cracks us up. All right, he's off the ban. He's off the ban list. Just starting like that.
Okay, he said. It looks like I need to start calling you boys Sandy Vagina and the Three Pearls.
Oh, he's teetering on the edge of oblivion now, though, boys.
Tread lightly here, Jesse.
Hold on, he said. I didn't know I could get a suspension, but now that I have to say this is one of my proudest moments. And to make me inaugural tag champs with Heart Attack Rick is such a vote of confidence I didn't know you had in me. I'll do my best to be a fighting champion. I'm not surprised. He said, I'm not surprised you picked the Invisible Man for your last match. I was hoping for Taz, but we all know he'd tap you out like Gunther did Cena, like a little bitch. If you could still handle a question, what was it like bumping in the TNA six-sided ring? Did its different construction cause it to have different hard or soft spots from a square WWE ring?
I don't remember ever being in a ring.
I don't know if you worked in this six-sided.
Yeah, I don't know if he ever did either.
Because he was in TNA in 03, 04, and then
And
late.
that was four sides when they
That
had
was
that.
four sides down in the Nashville Asylum era.
But when they moved to Orlando was when they went to six sides.
In Universal.
Yeah.
And I don't think you worked in the six side hat.
I don't think you ever were in Orlando with
We
TNA.
need a TNA historian to correct
So
us.
obviously I must be wrong.
We
I
all
have
must
been.
be.
Doug the Professor.
Doug, get on your TNA history and tell us if Hack ever worked in the six side.
Yeah, because I feel like I was in Orlando for them at the studios once.
I could just see you walking into the building like, what the fuck is this?
Wait a minute, did WWE do Orlando too? Did they? WCW. No,
Yes. That was
for
worldwide. They would tape down there on
Okay,
Saturday
yeah, that
night.
was
Yeah.
WCW.
He said, hate me all you want. I'm still stoked to see you guys in Vegas. Love the pod. It makes me look forward to my commute.
Good
Thanks.
response.
Get there safe, Jesse.
Thank you, Jesse.
Bitch.
And closing us out here in the listener questions this week, Heart Attack Rick writes in, Konnichiwa to the hardcore queen and her newly knighted English muffins.
funny.
and the big bag of lumpy sugar. Rick back at it.
Bag of lumpy
Call me lumpy sugar.
For the English tea.
Rick back at it. It was an honor to get Cane of the Week from the Hardcore Queen and the suspension too. Too bad I just listened to those episodes today. Hack, you fucking loser. They had no effect on me. Remember.
Did I miss you like the mist what's her name in that match?
Hold on, he said, remember, this isn't live, you fucking coked out whore. So why the fuck is WWE so desperate now they have to fucking hire Danhausen for fucking ratings? Seriously, what the actual flying fuck is going on in that company right now? Rick out, fuckers. That was Rick. I mean,
Rick's back in for just that because we all feel the same exact way. We all said it. What the fuck is going on with that booking, dude?
yeah.
Jesus Christ. How can you fuck up 4 matches so bad?
I
Good to hear from you, Rick. It's been a while.
Thank God you're back.
Yeah.
We have no band. We have no bands or anything this week. That's it. Huh?
Nope,
Okay.
everybody's
I
good.
think we're clean this week.
I think we're clean. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. As always, send in listener questions to sandmanpod@gmail.com. Next week on the show, Sandman versus AJ Styles from NWA TNA. But before we go, Hack, the Cane of the Week or the Toast of
I'm
the
already
Week?
giving you the rating for me and AJ. It has to be like an A- at minimum.
I have seen
I can't be worse than that with that kid.
It's fantastic, Hack.
Oh,
It's
it
a
is?
really great match.
Is
yeah.
that a preempted toast of the week?
Yeah, to yourself. There you go.
All right, that's what I was doing. Peace.
Peace.
Ain't it foggy outside?